The most gaming power you have ever held. That's sweetheart. You don't know what I held. I held Dreamcast guy's dick.
And I've decided that I want to die.
Are you ready for a miracle? Are you ready for a miracle? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready for a miracle? Are you ready for a miracle?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
The Nintendo Switch Pro is here, and Nintendo didn't even make it, so... Okay.
That was a great joke. Oh man, that was so unfunny. Also, why do you look familiar to me? I feel like I've made a video on you before. Or maybe it's just a wild coincidence that you and said other person just both did not know how to clean their fucking hair, or take care of themselves, or carry themselves very well, or know how to fucking shave. Maybe that's just a wild coincidence, because that's a lot of people on YouTube and shit. They just don't know how to fucking take care of themselves and look nice. Fuck me, I guess. It's important to take care of yourself, people. Fucking do it.
Steam announced today a new handheld gaming system. The thing is this big. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you the thing is this big. We're gonna check it out.
Do you have a hard time handling big things in your hand? Also, your voice is really fucking starting to get on my nerves. It's like nails on a goddamn chalkboard. So I'm actually gonna alter your voice so it doesn't irritate me through this entire fucking video. It's like listening to a fucking chipmunk right now.
I don't know much about it. All I've seen is how gigantic it is and how unappealing it is to me. So if you are a fan of this, you might not like this video.
Well, I'm not gonna just start disliking your video out of nowhere. The only time I really just hate a video is when people have false information on certain aspects or just don't really make any fucking sense, which is basically what happens to you in this video. You make no fucking sense with half of your arguments, but we'll get to that.
Because ultimately, I don't think it's gonna do well. It seems like a niche product, but let's check it out.
Well, why do you think it's a niche product? Do you know how many fucking computers are owned around the fucking world in the first place, and how many of those computers actually have Steam installed on it? Steam is a very, very big market, so I'd be curious why you think this is a very niche product. But like you said, we'll get into it, I suppose.
Alright, before I start casting stones, okay, let's check out and talk about it. We're on Steam's Twitter. Today, somehow we're releasing Steam Deck as it's called. Steam Deck Alpha Portal PC Gaming starting at $3.99. Starting at $3.99. I don't know if there's gonna be more hands option. What the case is, designed by Valve, powered by Steam, shipping in December 2021.
Very soon. Was this known about before? Because I had no idea, and then out of nowhere there was like, here it is! The new Steam handheld.
Well, yeah, this was just announced today. That's normally how announcements work. I don't know what the fuck you were trying to go for. It's like this guy doesn't know how fucking announcements are. What a weird thing to say.
Haven't they tried a Steam box before and it like didn't do well?
No, the Steam box never came out. That never happened. They scrapped the idea.
There's a lot of reasons why I just don't think this is gonna go well. People are really super excited about it online, but like everything in the past, people were excited about the Ouya.
Mate, I didn't even know what the fuck the Ouya was until the shit started hitting the fan, and I just watched it crumble. I don't think anyone was actually looking forward to that console. When they were, I would be very curious on why.
I mean, just because people are excited now does not mean it's gonna do well. Remember Labo? When everybody was, hey, Labo's amazing.
The fuck is Labo? Anyone know what the fuck Labo is? So after I was done recording all of this, I was actually very curious what the fuck Labo is. So I looked into it, and apparently it looks like it's an accessory for the Switch. Was anyone looking forward to this? Because I had never fucking heard of this before. It's a VR kit? Why would people think this was going to be good? What the fuck? Like, I don't understand anyone that was actually looking forward to this. It just, I mean, it honestly looks like someone just bought some fucking cardboard, folded it on the sides, and put some fucking lens inside and called it a day. I don't know why anyone would be looking forward to this. Okay.
And I was saying that wasn't gonna do well, and everyone's like, dude, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Watch. Where's Labo? What happened? I've seen it at Goodwill. That's pretty neat. Anyway, here's the video that goes along with it. It has no sound. My sound on my TV is all the way up. I'm not using headphones. It just didn't have any sound. And I was like, that's a great start.
I don't like this, man. I just don't like this at all. This is really shitty. This is like some stinky garbage that you're putting out here.
So them not having sound on just showing people playing a game. I know you said it's a good start, but obviously he was doing really shitty sarcasm there. Why would that be a problem? Oh no, they didn't have any audio showing a clip of the new console, because there really doesn't have to be any fucking audio. It's just showing someone playing a game. You make no fucking sense, man. I mean, I understand you hippie motherfuckers never make any goddamn sense, but at least fucking try.
A commercial with no sound, and it's a little pixely. But look how gigantic this thing is. And this thing is huge, literally this big. You know, actually, the Switch is pretty big. This is big. This is like Atari Lynx big, okay?
I mean, I prefer a bigger chungus console in my hand than a little puny piece of shit like the Nintendo. I hate the Nintendo when you're just carrying it around trying to play a game with it. I had to get fucking extenders for it because my hands were just too fucking big, and just I did not like that. I mean, maybe it's more of a personal thing. Maybe some people like smaller controllers and smaller consoles, handhelds, that's fine. But man, that's one reason why I never liked the Switch. And why I kind of prefer the Xbox controller. It's bigger, it wraps around my hands nicer, and stretches out my fingers because I don't like my hands being all crumped up on the fucking buttons and smushed together. Maybe you have tiny hands. It kind of looks like you do, which makes a lot of fucking sense why you think this console is huge. Nor have you ever had something so big in your hands, I bet.
This is humongous. Here goes my Switch Lite right here. Let me show you this. This is my Switch Lite right here. You're like, that's pretty big. Not really. Look at my hands. They're touching. This is my cell phone. It's literally almost the exact same size as my cell phone. I can put this...
I swear, if I had a Switch that fucking small, that would irritate the living fuck out of me. Because the Switch controls are fucking awful, and you barely even get a fucking grip with them. And then plus, if it's a bigger handheld, it has a bigger screen, and I like a big screen. Along with the technology in this fucking thing. I mean, holy fuck. The Switch has like shitty fucking hardware inside of it. This thing doesn't.
In my fucking pocket in the carrying case. Watch this. I can put this fully in my pockets. Check it out. That's in my fucking pants. I've done this many times. I've walked around with my Switch in my fucking... Because I wear pants!
You know, why would you put your Switch in your pants with the case? I never really got the reason to do that. Like, you could obviously see something like giant fucking sticking out of your pocket, and that must be very uncomfortable too. I'd rather just carry it in a fucking case inside of a satchel or something. Which is probably what I'm gonna do with the Steam Deck. Fucking hell. I hate the name of the console. Steam Deck. It reminds me of Stream Deck, and because I think of Stream Deck when I say Steam Deck, my dyslexia kicks in, and I say Stream Deck instead of Steam Deck. So that's why I don't say Stream Deck more than I have to. I'm gonna change the name of the Steam Deck to something to where I don't have to think of something else. So for here on out, I'm gonna call it the Gabe and Go.
Like a normal grown-ass man, not fucking girl Gene.
Mate, you're less of a man than fucking Connor Shaw, alright? If you have to walk around with a Nintendo Switch in your pocket, you're not much of a man. Let's be honest.
I'm looking right at you with your girl jeans. I couldn't fit that in there. I can barely fit myself in there. Then grow the fuck up and buy some pants.
Don't you love it when people just fucking shout in your ear and think it's hilarious, when in reality it just makes it so much harder to sit through? Along with them not really balancing their audio well, so it just fucking peaks in your ear. I love it.
Jesus Christ. This is portable, okay? I love the Switch Lite. $200, half the price of this.
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Oh yeah, it's cheaper, but it's also fucking less powerful, has way less games, and less freedom on the actual platform itself. Because you have to remember, this isn't just a handheld console, even though it is. It's a handheld PC, which is very, very different. This program allows you to download everything that you can get on a PC. You want fucking Discord on it, you go to Google Chrome, you fucking type it in, you get it. You want the fucking Opera GX browser for your fucking Gabe and Go? Then fucking get it. There's so many things you can do with this. And then with Steam, it just makes it have all of these games. Like, Steam has the most games out of anything. And now you have a handheld console that allows you to access basically any fucking game you ever want, and you don't have to pay for them. So for an extra $200, That's one hell of a fucking deal. And you could plug this thing into a fucking monitor and have an actual gaming PC. That's also that's fucking awesome. I don't understand why you are playing this down the way you are. Because this is honestly like some revolutionary technology right here.
You go, well, this is gonna play Doom at 60 FPS and Team Fortress and all this other stuff. Well, that's great. There's a thing called gaming laptops, right? We didn't need...
Flashback.
This thing is literally this big. You know, actually, the Switch is pretty big. This is big. This is like Atari Lynx big, okay?
Keep that same energy.
Wait a minute. So, earlier you say it's too big, right? And then you throw, well, we have gaming laptops. Motherfucker, laptops are fucking too big. They go on your lap. They're not handheld. That's a big fucking difference. With a fucking handheld console like this, you can literally be jacking off on the fucking toilet, and here you are playing Doom Eternal at 60 FPS at 720p. That's fucking insane.
This is literally as convenient as a gaming laptop, alright? I don't understand what the hype is about this.
Oh, this is another thing about gaming laptops I completely forgot to mention. Laptops are fucking expensive, especially if they're fucking gaming ones. You know how much those fuckers go for? And they overheat like a motherfucker. I don't know if the Gabe Go will overheat. Hopefully it doesn't, but this is a very big improvement on handheld consoles in general. Way fucking better than the Switch, and has so much games. It has more games than any of the consoles combined because it has the Steam library. That's insane. I just don't think you understand the actual scope of this console, and you're looking at it as like a normal everyday handheld console. You're not looking at it as like you basically just bought yourself a handheld miniature PC that you can go anywhere and hook it up to a TV, and you have a full-fledged fucking PC working now.
You could play something that's this fucking big and the buttons are at the top, so you're gonna be holding it really weird. That's cool. Look at that. The buttons are at the very top of the like, what is this? I guess there's a little mouse tracking pad, which is kind of neat. Like, it's cool, alright? It looks a little wacky, but the concept and the idea are cool, but it's just such I feel like, not a mainstream thing. Like,
not a mainstream thing. Holy shit. Like I said earlier, do you know how many computers have Steam? And do you know how many computers are out there in the world that everyone basically has one? And if you give this to somebody, they don't even have to like video games, right? You just gave someone an actual portable fucking computer that can basically do anything. And yeah, you can say, well, smartphones are kind of like computers. But the thing with smartphones and shit, they're still restricted on what you can do. This thing can literally do fucking anything. You can fucking file your taxes on this thing because it's a PC. You can download fucking Premiere Pro and start editing with it because it's a fucking PC. And I really don't give a shit how big it is. Bigger the better for me because I have giant fucking hands. And the button placement, they are a bit wacky, but we'll just have to see how they turn out. I'm not willing to just go shit on it because it looks weird. Maybe it does work very well in practice.
Timmy and his mom at Kmart aren't gonna be like, hey, let's get this Steam portable gigantic thing and carry it around and play God knows what, when they could just go, hey, let's get this, get a Mario Boys, and be on our way.
Look, here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Play God knows what. Do you know how many fucking games are on Steam here? If you want to play Mario Brothers or whatever the fuck, there are many different ways of how you can play that. You can download Dolphin Emulator on this goddamn thing and play Super Mario Brothers that way if you wanted to. What the fuck? That is such a dumb argument.
I feel like this has way more mass appeal. Like, oh, look, it's got all these household names. And
look here! Look, listen!
You're telling me Steam doesn't have household names? It doesn't have games like every single Battlefield, every single Halo, every single Doom, Half-Life, Portal? Fucking, I can go on and on and on. Nintendo doesn't have that many household names. It has that 4 or 5 at most that most people know, when Steam has basically any fucking game you could ever really think about, except for very, very few, like Epic games, because fuck Epic Games. And some Ubisoft games, maybe?
They're just right here. Obviously, you can hack this to play those on there. I get that. I know there's gonna be people going, I can play Mario on my Steam. I can hack it right on there, Sean. Great. Again, this is the mass appeal, not the niche guy in his basement.
This is mass appeal? Yeah, that's still mass appeal. You know, emulators isn't that, like, low-key type thing, right? A lot of people use emulators. What a dumb thing to say. You're basically saying anyone that uses an emulator lives in their fucking basement and just insane with a computer, which is really fucking dumb to say. Emulators are a very big mass appeal.
The most gaming power you have ever held. That's what you don't know what I held. I held Dreamcast guy's dick.
So gay. Homo, you faggot. So you're a queer, aren't you? Fag, queer, faggot. What are you, a fag?
Games and features you love to a powerful and convenient. Okay.
I'm confused. You don't think having a handheld PC is convenient? Right. Okay. Being able to play thousands upon thousands of games on one fucking console isn't convenient. Okay.
Form factor you can take wherever you go. It's debatable, but alright.
Why? 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 Why?
Is it though? You literally can take it wherever you go. If you're a kid and you bought this thing and you went to school with it, you basically have something that you could probably plug into the monitors and use it as a gaming PC without fucking teachers knowing. Or at least that's what I would use this console for if I was still in high school. But this thing is really powerful if it gets into the right hands, which is really, really awesome about it. But I guess it's debatable because you can't really take it everywhere you go, but even though you really can. You could be on a fucking shitter and you could play fucking Arma 3 if you wanted to. You could be on a fucking flight playing Flight Simulator aiming for the two giant similar looking towers. You could do anything in this fucking console. You could go anywhere with it.
Star Wars, your actual gameplay running on prototype hardware. Okay. Hardware designed to put real games in your hands. Powerful. Game that resolution really runs them really well. I get that's great, but these, I feel like they know what they're doing hardware-wise. For some reason, Nintendo bought that and I got drift on my light. They're like going away. I don't know what the deal is. This is probably gonna be a lot better quality hardware than Nintendo's gonna have. You gotta admit that. I mean, come on, it's probably gonna be leaps and bounds above in terms of quality of the hardware, not processing power. Clearly, that's gonna be. You're gonna have to say that. It's gonna be way more processing power than a Switch Force. Versus how you can connect peripherals to a picture on a big screen and do all the other PC things you do. So I guess it has a dock. I saw something like that that had like a dock thing for a PC. I don't know if you can dock it to a TV, but you can. That's really awesome and that is great.
We can go into more about the hardware. I guess we will. I don't know anything about hardware.
Bruh.
It's just gonna be like, check out the processing power. Beep boop beep boop 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 beep boops.
Oh my. Do people actually think this fucking idiot's funny? I would fucking shoot myself repeated times if I ever had to watch his videos every time he uploads. I would drive myself to the mental ward because his videos are just painful. He also doesn't know how to put any fucking care into his videos because for some reason he thought it was a good idea to keep the camera just low enough to where he is cropping out of his own video. So that's always good to see. Nice quality there.
Gyro, there you go. Trackpads, which I thought were really cool. Those look cool. 7-inch screen, which is what the new Switch OLED is, but I heard this is LCD. People were making a big deal like, yeah, you guys can't even do OLED. Why can't they do OLED? Come on now.
I didn't know OLED was such a big fucking deal. I'd rather have power every single game on my Steam library, the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want with the console, a big screen, which, to be honest with you, it is a pretty big screen for a handheld, which is very nice. Why this one thing matters? Oh, because the Switch has it, even though this console has basically the Switch beaten down to the ground by everything. This console is literally better at everything than any other handheld console.
But I just, again, don't think it has mass appeal. We've had things like this in the past, very similar things to this.
No, we have not ever had anything similar to this. I would be very curious what console we have had that is a portable handheld console that you're able to hook up to a fucking computer monitor, hook up a mouse and keyboard, and play thousands upon thousands of games on Steam. And then if you want to, it could be your actual fucking gaming desktop computer if you really want it to be that. And you have freedom to do whatever the fuck you want with it. You could even uninstall the operating system and put Windows on it if you wanted to, because you have that much freedom with this thing. I don't know anything else that is like this. The closest thing is, yeah, maybe the Switch, and the Switch is fucking toast now because of this thing. This is remarkable fucking technology. I don't think you know jack fuck what you're talking about, even though you fucking made a stupid ass joke saying you don't know anything, but here you are making claims clearly by you not knowing anything. What a fucking idiot.
And a million other handhelds, PS Vita, all kinds of stuff. I know this.
The PS Vita. Oh yes, I remembered when I had a PS Vita and I had thousands upon thousands of games that I can choose, along with it being a fucking handheld PC that I can hook up to my monitor, mouse, and keyboard, and also have Bluetooth. Yeah, I remember the PS Vita having all these accessories. Yeah, didn't that console die in the first like fucking month that it came out?
It's not even comparable to a PS Vita. But like, we've had things in the same vein, in the same ballpark as this before.
Shut up, bitch!
Notice that he says that, but doesn't list any examples of consoles that have been like this before. That's how you know this is quality content.
And they just don't work. Nintendo just knows what they're doing marketing-wise with handhelds and with their IPs and everything. They know how to get it into households and go, hey, the family, you guys will love this.
Okay, and you can't get this for a family and they won't love it. They have everything at their fingertips with a little tiny console. That's not people. That's not. Okay.
Steam is just like, hey, hardcore gamers, buy our thing, dude. And maybe that'll work for them. I don't think it will again. There's a dock too. Woo! Look at that. We got a dock. It's got USB Type-C. There goes this gigantic mammoth console. Woo! That thing is big, baby.
Yeah, the bigger the better.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is there about it, right? Like software, like tech specs. Like, I mean, let me look at the tech specs. It's got a microphone. Whew. You know me, I love mics. Zindib it's got a bunch of flops. There's flops and T-flops and G-flops. All the flops! Don't stop me!
It's painful when you're watching someone and you see them trying to be funny, and it just makes it less funny. I'm gonna scream in the microphone and zoom in on my face, and this is pain. Holy fuck.
16 gigabyte RAM, display, I guess it's that 720 is what I heard, 800p at 1280, 16 by 10 aspect ratio. It's like a little bit of 16 by 9, it's kind of weird. Slightly better than 720. LCD again, 700 brightness, 60 hertz refresh rate. All nice things. These are all nice things, alright, but at the end of the day, is that gonna matter for this $400 gigantic handheld gaming console?
Is this going to matter? If you knew what the specs were, then yeah, you would know that this thing is going to be insane when it fucking comes out. The guy was playing Doom Eternal at 60 FPS at basically 800p, and it was pretty fucking insane to do that. What does the fucking Nintendo Switch do for that? That game runs at like fucking dog ass at fucking 20 FPS at 360p. This console is fucking insane. And you put handheld in quotations. Do you know the definition of handheld? I can't believe I have to say what the definition of handheld is, but it's when something is being held by your hands. Fucking crazy, right? And this is being held by your hands. I know, fucking mind blown. Want to know something else that's fucking mind blowing? I'm done with this goddamn video, because guess what this guy does for the last fucking minute and a half? He decides to do a recap on everything he says. Fucking yay! I love it when people do that. Just fluff out your video more, why don't you? But yeah, this console looks amazing. This mini PC, basically. And I would highly recommend anyone that's ever been interested in PC gaming, I would actually highly recommend this. Because this fucking console is going to basically be a miniature PC that you can hook up to anything. So, it's a really good thing to buy. Now get off my fucking channel.